Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Dinosaurs and Mysteries. So, in this episode, I'm going to talk about a sighting I had. So, on this channel, you will know I discuss other people's sightings. I do little documentaries about myths, legends, and I talk a lot about cryptids. Thousands of people have had experiences with many strange, unknown entities, figures, beings, etc. But I rarely have my own experiences. However, about 2 weeks ago, I saw something very strange that I couldn't explain, and this was of the in the sky variety. Now, funny enough, it was after filming a video about UFOs. Now, I've not done a video about it until now because I've been working loads, and I thought it'd be a bit suspicious if I had a sighting at the same time I did a little, history thing of UFOs. So I was walking back from the town centre, and it was a clear blue sky like it is today. Now, we get loads of air traffic through our town, so I'm used to seeing aeroplanes, helicopters, and even drones. And my town is right in between Liverpool and Manchester, so we get loads of planes that have took off or that are going to land at one of those airports. So what I'm trying to say is that what I found unknown when I saw it, it couldn't have been misidentification. Well, I couldn't identify it, so that's why it's UFO or a UAP. So what did it look like? So at first it looked like a large ball or sphere. It wasn't cement, so it wasn't like a strict circle, it was kind of like a blob or an orb. It was moving. It was like gliding to the right. At first I thought it was emulating light, like really bright light, but a couple of seconds later, because it was such a clear day and the sun was really bright, then I thought that the surface of whatever it was, maybe metallic or some kind of prism or sphere, it was just emulating light. The light was reflecting off whatever the surface was on this object. Now, as I said, it wasn't, people are visiting a grave, so I'm not going to go that way. It wasn't a strict circle. It was kind of more like, it was a bit of a blob, like an orb, and it was drifting to the right. And whilst I figured out that it wasn't giving off a bright light, it was the reflection of the sun on whatever the surface was of it. It vanished, and it was a clear blue sky. So it wasn't like it went behind a cloud or anything like that. I couldn't see it anymore. So yeah, that was my UFO sighting. I did a bit. Well, I've done loads of research on UFOs and stuff. I'm sorry if this is so bright. I've done loads of research on all things unknown, but the closest thing I could relate it to is an orb. However, it was that high in the sky. When I thought of comparing it to, say, the light of the wing of an aeroplane, it was absolutely huge. Just the size of it, because when I see planes that are high as that object was, the planes look absolutely tiny, but this wasn't. So it was kind of drifting towards the right hand side, looked like an orb. It looked like the sun was reflecting off whatever surface it was, whether it was metallics, like when you've got a sphere or a prism and the light reflects off it in a really in that unique way. That's how I could describe it. Now, again, at first I thought it was giving off light, and it could have been, but I thought it looked like it was a reflection of the sun. But it was definitely an object. It was definitely drifting through the sky, and it was definitely way too big, that high in the sky, way too big to be a plane or a helicopter. And as I said, I'm used to seeing lots of air traffic around here. In fact, there's a plane. See, you can barely see it. There's a plane up there. but you probably can't see it because it's that small. But this blob or orb was massive. It was noticeable. Now I was at a crossing waiting to cross the road. Just as the green man went on, I started crossing. um I I've said this loads. If I ever see something strange, I'm gonna get it on my either my proper camera or my phone. But it lasted about 5 seconds, 5 to 8 seconds, and then I realised that the object had gone. It had just vanished. So yeah, that's my UFO sighting, UAP sighting. Now, if anyone has any what they think could be a rational explanation, I can't stress this enough. It wasn't an airplane, it wasn't a helicopter, and it wasn't a drone. It was far too big. The shape was all over the place. It didn't move through the sky like anything I know anyway. Um, but you never know. Someone might know of things that can look and behave like that in the sky that I know nothing of. So yeah, that's it. That's just this video. I saw something strange. I always report other people's strange happenings or sightings on this channel, and for once I actually have my own. Other than having really bad sleep paralysis and experiencing seeing very strange things, which I've got a separate video about, I've not really had many of my own strange, unknown experiences. So that was something that I saw that I couldn't explain. So had to put it on here. Anyway, it's a lovely day. I'm once again in this graveyard. I will start venturing to other parts again. I've just been working that much. I have to plan and research where I'm going to visit. It's usually somewhere with a really old church building, cathedral, or something like that. So yeah, anyway, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I think I'm on 910 subscribers, so I'm getting close to 1,000. I really need. I think the views on the channel have gone down a little bit. I'm still getting views, but I think it's because I've been working a lot over the last few months. So the videos have been once every 2 weeks, or in some instances once every 3 weeks. So I need to get back into, even if it's just shorts. Anyway, if you know what I saw, if you don't think it's UFO or a UAP, and you've got an explanation for it, feel free to let me know in the comments. I know not everything that we personally can't explain is unexplainable. Although I do believe in loads of stuff that is of the unexplained. But yeah, anyway, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. And as always, stay safe.